What's up, Spikes? We are back today in the beautiful Spike Feeders World Headquarters, and we're bringing you some just like chill, relax, fun Commander. You know, the sea is casual today. Maybe. We'll see how far we get.
Canadian,
yes. Canadian EDH. Everyone's playing white and blue. So before we get started, though, I would like to thank our sponsors, as always, GameGenic, providers of fantastic gaming products for your cards, your board games, anything you need. GameGenic, go check them out. As well as Burrito Splendido, who fed the Spikes today. Delicious burritos. Queso, green salsa, chips, guacamole, napkins, all sorts of delicious stuff. Today I'm playing Storm, Force of Nature. And it is a Storm deck, and I just want to play big dumb spells. Like, I'm not playing any little fancy Storm turns. I just want to like attack and then play one huge spell multiple times. Because who wouldn't? Bill, what are you playing?
I am Bill, and I'm going to be playing Disa the Restless. This is a very lightly upgraded precon. This is just the Modern Horizons 3 Jund precon, Jund them out. But I have added one singular card, and we shall see if it comes up. Otherwise, I'm just going to make a bunch of Tarmogoyfs. I'm going to do the same thing that you're doing, except with 7-8 creatures.
I like it.
That's pretty good. Hey guys, Editor Phil here. I'm back. I really ended up liking this Duskborn set. There's actually just a ton of cards. It kind of goes in theme with, I think the set is unplayable when I see it on release, and then it turns out to be amazing. So shout out to the designers. But yeah, this is a deck that was designed by Bill. I've made some adjustments since. It's been a while since Duskborn's come out. But yeah, you play the Scarecrow, everyone gets birds, and I don't know, hopefully I'm the last one kind of standing. There is a weird aspect to this deck when it's only you two, the birds start attacking you. So we'll try to avoid that. But our guest, Sean.
How's it going? Today I'm playing Elas il-Kor, Sadistic Pilgrim, and the C in this deck is for companion because I'm bringing Lurrus along with me. Just playing a lot of little aristocrat-style creatures and then ways to keep them coming back over and over again. So get ready for some life point total.
Right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Yeah. Let's crack into our
Sidekick Pro.
Well, I win the die roll, so I'm going to get us started. I'm going to draw this card. Ooh, that's a good one. And I will start with a Rejuvenating Springs. We're all friends currently because nothing's happened, so it's going to be untapped, and I'll pass.
Going to the Springs. I'll draw. That's a good one. I'm going to play this Savage Lands tapped.
Oh, that's a classic.
Yeah.
So, draw for the turn. I'm going to play this Old Growth Grove tapped. That's one of the flip cards from MH3. Sean, you're up.
I'll draw, I will play Swamp, and I will tap that for Soul Ring. Go ahead.
At the end of your turn, I would like to tap my land so that I match everybody. And I will untap and start my turn.
That's heads up.
Yeah, that's free information.
Blending in.
I would like to play this Mountain. I'm going to tap for a blue, and I'm going to cast a little bitty Otter Wizard, Stormcatch Mentor, Haste, Prowess, instant sorcery spells I cast cost one less to cast. Sean, you have a Soul Ring. I'm gonna attack you for one.
No, that is the response.
Yeah. Block. Oh, I'll take it. The trade. Take that trade, and then I'll pass.
All right, untap. Draw. So like I said, I added exactly one card to this deck. And I did, in fact, draw it. So I'm going to play this Tainted Peak.
Nice ad, Bill.
Tapping it for a colorless, because that's the only one I can do. Tapping this for a green, I would like to cast Survival of the Fittest.
Oh.
Which allows me to pay a green to discard creatures and search for different creatures. And I will pass.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh,
draw for the turn.
That's pretty good.
All right, Jan. You know, you and I quabble quite often, I would say.
Don't kill my otter.
I'm not doing anything to you. I'm trying to be a friend.
Oh, okay.
You told me you had a Bountiful Springs and you had no enemies yet. All right, well, I'm going to continue that. I have a Haywire Might. Now, I can ruin Bill's game. He's really excited about this card, or I can kill the Soul Ring. And I think it's probably correct to kill the Soul Ring. What do you...
Well, I will point out, just because it'll come up in the comments, Bill discarding Goyf creatures will trigger Disa.
That's why it's in the deck.
You know what? I think that's a problem in 3 turns. And I'm thinking right now, I gotta kill
that
a
is like
Soaring
probably a
Shock.
I
problem.
mean, everything in my deck costs 2, though.
That sucks.
Everything in my deck
I'm gonna
costs
exile Soaring.
9.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna-
yeah, exile. Go on.
Let's put a note, editor note. It does in fact not cost 2. That whole Soul Ring cost 1.
Yeah, fair.
I gained 2 off the Haywire Might, and Sean, it's your turn. I'm sorry, Sean.
You got to do what you got to do. I can cast every spell in my hand still.
There you go.
But I'm going to cast my commander.
Notably not a spell in his hand.
Yeah.
No.
But he could have put Lurrus in his hand with that Soul Ring.
Might have been able to do that.
Dodged a bullet.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, I can't. Oh, you have Shadow, right? No. You
No.
don't. Okay. Well, I can't attack him anymore. Draw a card. Let's play an island. You guys think he's going to trade his commander for my auto?
Unlikely.
Extremely unlikely.
I don't want to make him mad. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to attack Sean for 1.
Okay.
I didn't even cast a spell, Sean. I have all this open mana. Just
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah, you're welcome.
You're just flexing a little. I
I'm
get
going to
it.
attack Bill next.
Woo!
I don't pass turn.
Excellent. I will untap and draw. That's the boy.
Is it Tarmogoyf?
I'm just going to play this forest as my land for the turn, and I'm going to main phase sorcery speed, activate survival of the fittest. I'm going to pitch Junji the Midnight Sky to search my library for a creature and put it into my hand.
Yeah, no offense.
So this Junji is going to turn into a Sakura Tribe Elder, which I will then immediately cast.
They're both kind of snakes.
Well, he is a snake
Yeah,
shaman.
the bee snake grows up.
Dragon
to be a
spirit, yeah.
Yeah, like
Um,
Snake Noodle.
It's Samsara or whatever. I'll pass.
Okay, I'm tapped for
Ouroboros.
turn. Draw. A Deathclap Glade. I do have 2 or more other lands, so it'll come into play untapped. I got a Courser of Crewfix. So what do we got on top? That's a Nature's Lore. All right, your turn, Sean.
It's kind of a land.
All right.
There's a haywire might when we need it.
Continue rebuilding here after the massive setback.
After the 1 Soul Ring.
After the massive Soul Ring setback, yeah. Gonna go Orzhov Signet. Activate Orzhov Signet. Jadar, Ghoul Color of Nephalia. It's going to trigger my commander. I'll gain a life. It's going to make a zombie with Decayed. I will gain another life.
That's 40.
It's like I've done nothing.
That's crazy.
Hey, go ahead.
All right. I'll untap. Draw. Let's play a forest. Just cast my commander.
You could do
Seems like the thing to do, Jan.
You could do
I mean, everybody else is probably going to do it at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just going to cast my commander.
You got it.
Storm. And you know what? I'm not going to attack Bill. I just feel like in the long run, Bill would just like trade this tribe elder for my.
I was actually, if you attacked me with it, I was going to declare a block and then force you to react.
I don't need this land.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't think Bill cares so much. All right, I'm going to pass the turn.
Cool. At the end of your turn, Steve's going to die.
Okay.
Steve is going to find me this mountain. Thank you, Steve. And then I'm going to untap and draw. And I think the only thing that I'm going to do here, I'm going to play the Swamp, Perfect Mana Base, and Tainted Peak online. I'm going to cast my commander, Disa the Restless. So Disa is a 5 mana 5/6. Whenever a Lurrgoyf permanent card is put into my graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, it goes onto the battlefield instead. And whenever one or more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I create a Tarmogoyf token. And I'll pass.
Things are getting pretty scary.
This is also blinding at this angle.
That's intentional.
That's the other part.
I'm going to draw this Nature's Lore for the turn, and what do I got on top? Oh, so much value. Holy mackerel. We'll play... Man, I can get my spell land back. This is just...
Crazy.
We might actually do that. Okay, I'm going to tap for a green. I'll play this Rot Farm off the top of my deck, bounce it to my hand. I'm going to gain a life off my Courser Crewfix. I got a forest on top of my deck. That's a stinker. One. Yeah, okay. Just cast this Nature's Lore using this. And I'm going to go search for an Overgrown Tomb. I found a better land than Overgrown Tomb. It's this Underground Mortuary. So I got 2 triggers. I got a Courser Crewfix trigger, and I'm going to Surveil 1. So go to 44. Just so you know what I'm surveilling, it is a parallel lives. This card is good, but there's too many dangers, so...
There's no dangers.
What do you mean? In fact, Jan, I can see danger as far as the eye goes.
Oh, as far as everything the light touches.
Okay, so this is in the graveyard. This is the top of my deck. That's an Arasta. I played my land for the turn. I have an attacker that can't attack. Sean, that's you.
Looking forward to this. Okay.
Like,
Draw. That's a good draw.
Uh-oh. He's going to kill us. We're dead?
No, fortunately not. I'm going to activate this thing here. I am going to play Cruel Celebrant.
Oh.
So whenever it or another creature I control dies, it's going to drain everyone for 1.
Wow.
I'll gain a life off of a commander. I'm going to declare attackers, sending my Decayed Zombie at Jan.
it's
It's a 2/2 that's going to sack itself.
He just gets a free trigger.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take 2.
Storm bleeds.
We'll sacrifice it.
At the end of combat.
Yeah, we've got 2 triggers here, so everyone's going to lose 2 and I will gain 1. Play my land for turn, and animate dead Junji.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, he's a guy.
I got a guy.
Danger, Phil. Danger.
We were always friends, Jan.
And Steph, make a new Decayed Zombie, gain another life.
Yeah, all right. Let's see what dumb stuff I can do. Let's start with this island.
This is the turn, Jan. This is the big turn.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see. I'm going to cast Growth Spiral.
Okay.
So draw a card, and I can put a land into play.
Storm count
Trigger
1.
Prowess, Storm Count 1.
Prowess trigger.
Yeah. I'll put this mountain into play.
Don't look at my things.
You know what, Sean?
These are the only ones I'm looking
Look
at.
at these things.
Go to combat. Bill, I promise to attack you.
Wow.
3.
Okay.
It's 3 storm damage because
Yep.
it's going to kill you. Trigger.
Oh, no.
Storm 1.
It's like not that bad, Phil. It's actually like
I'm excited
Electrickery.
it's really
for you.
not as
reeling over.
not as good as it could be, and it's like some might even say like aggressively mediocre based on what's currently happening.
I don't believe a word of this.
I'm gonna cast Fiery Confluence.
Whoa.
So I'm just gonna copy it once. So I'll have 2 copies of Fiery Confluence.
Yes. They will need the same modes.
Correct.
Leave this guy.
This is crazy.
The modes I'm going to choose are 1 damage to each creature once, and then 2 damage to each opponent twice. So it's going to be 8 damage to each opponent and 2 damage to each creature.
That's it, hey?
Okay. All right.
Important to note, Prowess
Yes.
trigger.
Prowess
This is a
trigger on
3/3.
that. Yes.
2 damage to each creature.
2 damage to each creature. Okay.
We're going to have a bunch of triggers here.
We're going to have some triggers. So 4 things will die.
So we lose 4.
This one doesn't count itself. Another creature you control dies, but these will... Cruel Celebrant does count itself, so 7.
So 7.
7 total.
And then I will pass the turn.
8 damage to each opponent.
Could have been 12.
Could have
But then this would have still been a thing.
It could have
Thank you,
been.
benevolent God.
12. I'm going to play this Command Tower. That's my land for the turn. Then I'm going to tap this mountain.
Okay, you can't activate Survival with a mountain. So we're
Yes.
good.
I'm going to cast Faithless Loop.
Oh, no. He
Draw
did it
2.
anyways.
Yeah.
Draw 2, discard 2.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I'm gonna discard Riveteer's Overlook and Grave Shifter, which is a changeling, so it is a Lurrus permanent. So I will put Grave Shifter into play. When it enters the battlefield, I can return target creature card from my graveyard to my hand. Steve returns.
I love this synergy.
It could have
I
been
love that card specifically.
Could have been Junji.
Yeah.
I think I just want to do this. This seems more fun. And I enjoy having fun. I'm going to play Liliana, Death's Majesty. The Planeswalker, 5 loyalty. I can +1 to create a 2/2 black zombie creature token and mill 2 cards, or I can return target creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. It becomes a zombie. Then I can -7 to destroy all non-zombie creatures. I removed my only other creature from my graveyard, so I am just going to +1, making myself a zombie and milling 2 cards. That's going to be a swamp and an exotic orchard. 2 landos.
Yeah, this could have got out of way out of hand. Should have saved this.
I'm going to move to combat and attack Jan for 5.
Okay. I'll take 5.
I'll make a Tarmogoyf. And I'll pass.
Racing to the bottom here.
All right. Okay. So I randomly had Sean's turn covered, but then Jan did it and made it worse for me.
Oh.
No, you're good, Jan.
You could have told me. You could have been like, I'll take,
Jan.
like, I can take care of this. No,
Tarmogoyf count is currently artifact, creature, enchantment, land, sorcery,
I'm an instant.
instant.
Yep.
Artifact, creature, land, instant, sorcery, enchantment. He's a 6/7.
The dual type deck, good for the Goyf.
Very good.
Okay, so I got a heroic intervention on top. Everyone has blockers. Neat. Okay, I'm gonna do a little play here that I think is gonna draw some ire. But to be honest, everyone. I think this is Phil's gonna get out of the game pretty quick. So I'm gonna tap for 4, Golgari Rod Farm 4. I would like to cast a Culling Ritual.
Oh, yeah. It's 2 or less.
Yeah. So I'm going to destroy each non-land permanent that costs 2 or less. Make a green or black.
I have 3 permanents that are being affected.
I have 1.
I have 2.
I'm less mad about that, Phil.
My survival.
So we got 6, and I think you're going to have a Junji trigger.
I'm going to have a Junji trigger, trying to figure out what I want to do with that. I feel like I'm just going to reanimate this Cruel Celebrant.
Makes sense.
Okay, so I got 6 mana in my pool.
Yep.
That's
So you lose.
I lose 2
from
life,
that
yeah.
Trigger. Yeah.
okay. So I got 6 mana in my pool. I'm going to use 5. I guess we'll do a split of red.
Yeah, 3 and
red-
3.
Yeah, 3 and 3 doesn't matter. I am going to cast my Rendmaw. So when he enters, everyone's going to get some birds.
Bird.
These are good for your strategy.
More, please.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming, man. It's the movies.
Tapped?
Yeah. So
Let's call him Alfred Hitchcock up in here.
yeah. So I got one. I got 1 mana in my pool left. I'm gonna play a Tree of Tails. That's a second bird for everybody. Okay. So we're gonna use these little dice just to represent the amount of birds that everyone has. And then for my final play of the turn, I did gain 1 life here, just super quick off my courser. I'm going to play this Enduring Vitality. It's another one from Duskmourn. Gives all of my creatures Birds of Paradise ability. When it dies, it comes back. And then everyone else gets another bird.
3 birds.
3 birds for everybody.
3 bird.
Don't really have any attacks. I kind of want to keep Courser back because I think I'm going to draw some ire. And I'm done for the turn.
Excellent.
Amazing.
Untap. Bird defense online.
They have to attack.
They don't. Yeah, they have to.
Or
attack.
they're permanently goaded.
They're goaded.
Forever.
All right, that changes things a little bit. Yeah, if they're goaded, I guess. Phil, birds are coming at you.
Nope. They can attack anybody.
Oh, but you, right, goaded, yes. Yeah, right.
I'm a scarecrow.
All right, so never mind. We'll attack Liliana.
No.
Oh, smart.
He does. Planeswalker.
I was about to say
7.
it grows
Yeah, yeah.
the
7/8. It grows the
that.
Goyf.
Yeah.
It's helping everybody. And then I think I'm going to pick up my old companion here.
Okay.
All right.
Please go ahead.
Oh, I've got birds now.
I was going to use Liliana to get this Junji back into play.
Draw. Well, I'm going to play this Access Tunnel. So if I wanted to attack Phil, get Access Tunnel, Scarecrow Man.
I've tried to not wrong you.
I know. But so I think I have a funny one. I think this is the funny play to go. So we're going to tap 4, including the Access Tunnel, to not activate it. Just safe. I would like to cast Sakashima, the Imposter.
As a copy of whom?
Does it resolve?
I am Jund.
I'm less than him.
I would like to have a Disa.
Yo, Lurgoyf permanence, baby.
I have these birds that were gifted
Yeah,
to me
yeah,
so
yeah,
generously
yeah.
by
This was-
Phil. I would like to move to combat. I will send 2 birds at Bill, 1 bird at Sean, and because this has reach, I'm going to send Storm at Sean as well.
Well, I cannot block. So that's unfortunate.
I'll take 5.
5 and
I'll be
then
taking 4.
Okay.
Here you go.
I would
You
like
got
2
2 of those.
Tarmogoyfs, please.
I gave you the non-foil token specifically
I've
because I'm upset
earned
about it.
I mean, as the only person with a Tarmogoyf on the field, I feel like I should have the premium. I think that's even though I do have a Storm trigger, I think that is my turn. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, untap. Upkeep, draw. I'm gonna play this Temple of Malice as my land for the turn, which scries 1. Goodbye forever. Then, no, I'm not gonna do that before combat. I'm gonna move to combat. I'm going to attack Jan with 2 birds and Sean with 1 bird.
I would like to block 1 bird.
You got it.
I'll still take
So
2.
each lose 2.
So each take 2. I lose a bird, but gain 2 7/8 Tarmogoyfs.
Welcome to the club.
That's just evolution right there.
Then I'm going to play this Exterminator Mag March. I'm going to tap slightly differently. So this is a 4-mana 5/3. Whenever I cast an instant or sorcery spell that targets only a single non-land permanent an opponent controls, if another opponent controls 1 or more non-land permanents that spell could target, I choose one of those permanents, copy that spell, the copy targets the chosen permanent, and then I can pay 1 and a black to regenerate. Exterminator Mag March.
That is so many words.
It's a lot of words. It allows me to double up on a targeted removal spell or whatever.
It's just yours, right?
Just mine, yeah. I'll pass.
Okay, and I'm just going to untap for the turn. Okay, so you guys know I'm drawing a heroic intervention.
Yep. And then
That's...
playing the land on top of your library.
Am I that good, Jan? Oh, this card is so sick.
Pygmy Kavu. For each black creature? Oh my god.
So what do we got to do here? So mine don't actually have to attack.
Nope.
But what I want to do is... Jan is going to see Magro, but it's not. Jan, I'm going to attack you with 2 birds.
Okay.
So I got 2, so it's just going to look like this. I got 2 birds coming at you.
I'm going to block 1.
Okay. 1 bird down, take 2.
I'll go to 20.
I'm going to play a Spy Master's Vault. It's going to come into play untapped because I have a swamp, which is very handy because I'm going to tap black. What? I'm going to activate my Spy Master's Vault. I'll just read this one out. Target creature you control connives X, where X is the number of creatures that died this turn.
Oh, okay. All right. So 1.
Gaming right here.
Phil tricked me. Should have just taken the extra 2
I'm going to target my Rendmaw.
Okay.
Connive.
Yep.
All right. So
What does this thing say?
Oh, it's a nice one, Sean.
I'm glad one of them died.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to swords your thing before it connives.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to cast this heroic intervention.
Yeah. Hex proof.
Hex proof.
Yeah.
So,
I see though.
okay, so heroic intervention down.
Yeah.
Connive trigger. So I'm going to draw my Pygmy Kavu.
Yep.
That's a fun one. I'm going to discard a Rasta of the Endless Web to get a 1/1 counter. I have to reveal the top card of my deck too. I'll do that in a second. Here's my 1/1 counter on Rendmaw. On top of my deck, Ashnod's Altar.
Oh, Ashnod's Altar.
Man, I'm like popping off here. I'm going to tap my bird for a mana, because I can still do that because of my Enduring Vitality. And I would like to cast Pygmy Kavu. Pygmy Kavu. When Pygmy Kavu comes into play, draw a card for each black creature your opponents control. Okay, and well, I'm going to draw 13. You're going to see them all, but we'll be right back. Okay, so the cards that I drew off the top. Also, we got this one. You know, that's Essence Warden. We got a 3 visits. There's a Saga, Dark Moss Bridge, Phyrexian Tower, Bastion of Remembrance, Sir Conrad, Primal Vigor, Solemn Simulacrum. Oh, Primal Vigor. This thing, Bloodghast, Rand, Farika, Ashnod's Altar. Oh, this is going to take a while. Okay, so all of these are going to go into my hand. That's fun.
Am I dead?
He's already attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
But Phil is definitely the problem now. At least he doesn't have his heroic intervention.
Yeah, I know.
I did miss a trigger for Courser, so I'm going to go up to 29 off that. And then, so my final act for the turn is I'm going to tap these 2, and I'm just going to quickly cast Bran, Executioner thing, try to get some value off Sean doing his thing. I got a lot of cards in my hand. I'm going to go to discard unless anyone has any effects.
You're good.
I'm discarding a lot of cards, some amount here. I'll show them on camera, but... And then after that, Sean, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
Right, Sean.
I think I'm just going to play this Godless Shrine tapped here. And who's got blockers?
I have 1 flyer.
One
I don't
flyer.
have any flyers.
I got a Pygmy Kavu.
Dylan send you 6 damage.
Going to 10.
I was going to 10.
That's me.
Danger ups.
Untap. Okay. Draw this card. Well, let's go to combat. So we're going to send... I'm going to do 1 bird at Bill, 2 birds at Sean, and then both my Goyfs at Phil.
They're big, eh?
They're
like
7/8s. 7/8s.
7/8.
Yeah.
Yeah, 14's like pretty scary. I don't think it would take long for me to die. So yeah, I'm gonna put my brand in front of one of your Goyfs.
Okay, so that'll drain everybody for 2.
Well, let's,
It says
let's
other,
do
doesn't it?
whenever 1 or more other creatures.
Other
Yes,
creatures,
no.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 issue taken care of. And then I will get 3 more Goyfs. I didn't come prepared.
How dare you?
Thank you, Bill. 3 Goyfs. Then I will 2, 3, 4, 5. And cast an Archmage of Runes. 6/3 instant sorcery spells I cast cost 1 less cast, and whenever I cast an instant sorcery spell, draw a card. And I think I will pass.
I know it looks like I'm the problem, but I think Jan's the problem.
I was thinking the same thing. I will not lie to you.
I forgot how big these Goyfs were.
I
thought they were 5,
gigantic.
6s.
No, they're gigantic.
I was like, I'll just swing them into Phil, and Rendmaw is going to eat one of them, and but nope. Okay, there's 7, 8, or 8 7s, or 7 8s, or
I'm going to draw a card for turn. Phil, I don't know if you kept this in because you're the editor, but when you said that Jan is the problem, I think you were correct. I don't know for a fact if it's true or not, but in my gut, I think it's correct. I'm going to play the Sawhorn Nemesis. He's a 4-mana 2/4 dinosaur creature. As he enters the battlefield, I choose a player, Jan.
Okay.
If a source, any source, would deal damage to the chosen player or a permanent they control, it deals double that damage instead.
I think I'm just dead.
I would like to then move to combat. I'm going to attack Jan with 2 birds in the air. I'm going to attack...
No. You have to attack Phil. You have to attack Phil.
I'm going to attack Sean with a Grave Sifter. It's a 2.
It's a 2/2?
It's a 2/2.
I also have a 2/2.
You have a 1/2.
Oh, that's a 1/2.
Yeah.
Well,
Then... Phil, I'm going to attack you with 1 Goyf, and Jan, I'm going to attack you with the other Goyf. So 2 birds plus a Goyf at Jan, Grave Sifter at Sean, Tarmogoyf at Phil.
I'm like pretty nervous. Well, let's do effects first. I have no effects to those attacks. Sean? Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so I guess we're going to blocks. I'm like really scared. Like taking 7 and then just like mysteriously dying. This thing's only your stuff, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could block here, but I choose not to.
I will also not block.
Okay, so Phil will be taking 7, Sean will be taking 2. Jan, are you blocking anything?
I have to do the math.
I kind of need you to die so I get my Tarmogoyf tokens back. There are only 3 included in this deck.
Obvious reasons to kill someone in our show. It's pretty good.
I don't have any time. I
appreciate
tokens. They're on Jan's board.
Yeah, I
Sean's
appreciate
board.
I will block the Goyf and one of the birds. Take 4.
Yeah, you'll take 4, go to 16. Bird, die. 1 Goyf. Yeah, you didn't want to... You could double block and kill one of the Goyfs, and I can only kill one of yours. So,
Oh, yeah. I'll do that.
so one of them will die. Pat.
Still alive. Untapping with an Essence Warden that's on top of my deck. This card is very important. Let me just clean up my board a little bit here. So I'm going to draw for the turn. It is this Essence Warden on top of my deck. That's a swamp. I'm a gamer. Not going to be playing that. That's okay.
Apologies, Phil. I did make 3 Goyf tokens off of that combat. I just forgot because I'm out of tokens. This deck only came with 3 Tarmogoyf
And
tokens.
whose fault is that?
I got them first. I don't know what you want from me.
I have 3 additional Tarmogoyfs.
Okay, so looks like we're racing a little bit to the finish line here. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Step 1 of this turn is tap a green, play Essence Warden, so I can gain some life. So this triggers when any creature comes into play, including the birds.
Including your Goyfs.
Step 2. 2, 3, 4, 5 is play a Primal Vigor. So whenever a token or a 1/1 counter would be put on something, we make twice as many. My second play is playing RIZZ Saga. This is an enchantment land. So everyone gets a round of 2 birds.
2 birds?
Yeah.
Birds. Yeah. Oh yeah. I go to 3 birds total. You gain
8 life.
8 life.
So I have 2 that can attack, 2 that cannot attack. Jan, do you have any flyers?
Nope.
That's not good for your health. Okay, well, I'm going to attack you with just 2 birds.
Okay.
I'll go to 8. I'll take 8 damage.
Okay, and then the final thing that I'm going to do for the turn is I got 2 mana left over here. I'm going to tap. You know what? Pygmy Kavu wants to block.
He told me.
Like this. And from the Enduring Vitality, and I'm going to cast an Erebos, God of the Dead.
2 more birds.
Everyone's going to get 8 birds, or sorry,
2.
there's 8 more birds in play now.
So, Bill, reassessment in the last 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Who's the problem?
Well, not you anymore. Because you don't have Storm in play. Also, he played 4 cards this turn.
Sean, it's your turn.
Cool. I'm going to activate Castle Lochthwain.
Nice.
Draw a card for 4 life.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to go to attacks here. I will send 4 of my 7 birds at Bill and 3 of them at Jan.
Yep.
Cool.
That kills both of us because Jan and I are both at 8 life.
Second main phase.
My Goyf token's back.
It cost me 4 life, but I drew this dam. Then I'm going to cast Overloaded.
I have a singular effect.
Please.
I would like to... So this revitalizing repast that I got back from the
Nice.
Golgari Rot Farm. I'm going to use Rendmaw to make himself
Indestructible?
Mana, +1/+1 counter, and indestructible.
Okay.
Okay, so
8 creatures die.
8 creatures die. Okay.
So drain 8.
Couple of things happen. So I still have my Primal Vigor. My Enduring Vitality is going to come back as an enchantment. I'll put my enchantments off to the side here. Bill, would you mind passing me that gold coin?
Gold coin.
Yes. Oh, that's what this is worth. He's indestructible, and I take 8.
Yeah.
So
And then to wrap it up, I'll unearth this Cruel Celebrant.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Proceed.
The 3rd time.
all right. So I'll draw for my turn. This card is actually no longer revealed because the Courser is dead. Sean, where are you at here? You're at
20.
No, I still have so much work to do.
The saga ticks up. Yeah.
So let me put that on there. Okay, well, let's get to work, I guess.
You're in the dreaded 1v1 situation.
Yeah, I know.
now.
I alluded to this, right? I'll play that Swamp for the turn. Sean, I'm going to attack you with 7 Menace.
Yep.
So we both get a bird. Just kidding, it's 2 birds.
2 birds. It's 2 birds.
Yep.
I love 2 birds.
And I guess there is no real reason to not play the rest of my hand out here. So
Yeah, let's see it.
let's see. I am the
yeah.
deck.
Oh man.
Here, just let me. I'll get a human. I'll do this all just at once. Just give me a second here.
Sure.
1, 2, 3. Then Ashnod's Altar, and then finally, sure, we'll tap like this. I got a Blood Artist.
Yeah.
I do have a human token. Okay, and the human token, it is 2, again, just because of the Primal Vigor that we got. And I'm realizing that I missed the extra 1/1 counter for my Revitalizing Repast on Rendmaw. I'm not going to worry about it. That's fine. My Urza Saga's at 2. Sean, it's your turn.
I think also
right.
Erebos is a creature.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, I thought
I
it
count
was
4.
Still not, hey?
Yeah,
Not quite.
almost.
All right. You have anything juicy in your graveyard? Mind if I take a look through here?
There's a couple things.
There's a Pygmy Kavu.
Yo! That draws you 4 cards?
It's not nothing. Okay, not a lot I can do here, but I'm going to try my best. Play Plains for turn. I'm going to cast my companion Lurrus.
Nice.
I'm going to use that to cast my Animate Dead. And I'll bring back Sir Conrad the Grim.
Intriguing.
We're trying to get closer to mutually assured destruction here, but I don't think we're quite. I don't think it's going to quite work. But yeah, here come my goated birds.
So I'm going to go to 20.
20, yeah.
And Sean, you're at 13?
I'm at 13, yeah, so
Yeah.
I think you probably have me.
So
But go ahead.
I don't have any mana from this guy to activate Erebos. No, I don't. Okay. So go to my turn. Okay, let's try to make this nice and clean here. I'll see what I can do. Upkeep, I have no triggers. I'm going to draw, and then I have an Urza Saga trigger after that. That's a really good one, Sean. I'm going to float a mana, and then I'm going to sacrifice my Urza Saga.
Yeah.
The card that I'm getting off my Urza Saga is actually my only target. All right, Sean. Well, the last card I drew of the game is like a pretty funny one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to play. So how much mana do I have? I think I have a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, enough.
And one floating.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to use 2 mana. Sean, I'm going to cast the Funeral Room. So this is another one of the...
Yikes.
This is a second Bastion of Remembrance. Then I'm going to try to unlock the
What else
Awakening
does it do?
Well, it's going to Rise of the Dark Realms me. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to put... I think it's just mine, though. All creature cards from my graveyard. So it's going to... I'm going to attempt to put these creatures onto the battlefield. I'm going to gain some life off my Essence Warden, play with the top card of my deck revealed. I have a trigger here. I'm going to draw some cards. I got a Haywire Might. But all in all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sacrifice a whole lot of things to this Ashnod's altar. And
Would you mind if I concede at this point?
High five. That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Oh, if I'd left up one more mana, I had the Orcish Bowmasters when you hit your Pygmy Kavu.
That would have been so good.
I was leaving on the swords.
Would that be a world first?
So funny.
Someone casts Pygmy Kavu and it gets Orcish Bowmaster in response?
Has to be.
Oh my gosh.
So funny. Oh my god. Yeah, Jan,
I blame Bill.
Jan, I will admit this one time that I may have been slightly wrong because I forgot about the Essence Warden. I should have just Sawhorn Nemesis attacked him with a bunch of stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I didn't. I was so blinded by just like general fury because the one upgrade that I put into this deck got removed like 2 turns after I played it.
Yeah.
So
I didn't do it.
yeah,
It was Phil.
And that's why I said, that's why I said general.
Phil orchestrated all
No,
of your deck.
that's why I said general fury. I was just mad at it. I'm just lashing at it.
Yeah. So,
I was waiting for literally just any cheap instant or sorcerer to get cast because the only other card I had worth casting in my hand was this Immolating Gyre, which would have killed everything relevant on everyone else's boards at 3. At 2, it just kills all the birds.
sure.
And then if I could double it with Storm at 6, and now everything's dead.
Everything. Yeah.
Then my Goyfs are the only ones.
I got a little bit lucky that game too, though. Like this aside, I happened to have the heroic intervention for Sean's plow, right? And then in the late game, I had the make my Rendmaw indestructible to just like kind of keep things going. But it will obviously would have slowed things down, etc. Like when he damned, right? Like I don't just clock him after, and then threaten to keep attacking him. But Sean, how'd it go with you? I think you were unfortunately kind of drove by Fiery Confluence.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to say, all things considered, I think Sean did pretty well.
I think
given
so, too.
all the,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't end up finding, like, I had a really good opening hand, but didn't end up finding anything like a Skull Clamp or something to get the cards flowing. It kind of sputtered out, as you sometimes do when everything costs 1 or 2. But, but
Extremely
this
fair.
deck it's never boring, so it's a lot of fun.
That's really cool. So that is, it's well, I guess it has to be for Lurrus, right? It's all 2 or less. That's
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And if you had fun this game, make sure you want to check out GameGenic because they're the ones that make all of this possible. You know, it's like cold in Winnipeg right now, but it's hot and toasty at the Spike Feeder studio, and it's because of their support. They have a ton of stuff that's fantastic. I actually played at Canadian Regionals recently. I used their sleeves. I don't have a pack right now, but 21 rounds of Magic after they were opaque, 2 deck checks. There was only a couple sleeves, with thin corners. So these guys, this is actually the color that I use too. Yeah, the Matte Prime sleeves. They're genuinely good. You can at me. You can hit me in the comments if you don't like them, but they were good. 21 rounds of Magic. The second, thank you to Burrito Splendido. You guys are fantastic. You know it. We love you. Every time I go, I tell them the spikes sent to me, and one person just didn't respond because they're like, maybe I misheard. But nonetheless, they're fantastic. Thank you for being the sponsor of the channel. And finally, the most important people to the channel is the patrons and everyone that watches as well. You know, we have your names probably scrolling to the side, to the bottom.
Everywhere.
Thank you for making this possible. It's been like a really, really wonderful time, you know, for all of us in 2024. You might be seeing this in 2025, but we love doing this for you. Last person, Sean, thank you for coming and playing some Magic with us.
Having me.
Yeah, you're great.
Winnipeg man.
Was it a long drive? Was the commute bad?
And we'll see you in the next one.